I'm not going to ice it until the day before. It breaks so easy.
Icing's so brittle, isn't it?
And I'm worried Sam's going to get his fingers into it. He's into everything at the moment. I don't want to make it too elaborate. Just Robert and this.
Jack and Pat were delighted you offered.
Oh, well, I wanted to make some sort of contribution.
You'd think nobody ever had a baby before the way Jack's going on. He pusses like an old hen.
Oh, I can understand that, even for Jack.
Mind you, Robert's going to grow up a lovely boy.
Yeah.
You were a lovely baby, weren't you?
Haven't you got any feelings left for the place he was brought up in?
Well, of course he has.
Oh, come on, Matt. You remember the bloke he was when he left the village?
Well, not the Joe that's come back, no, but it's hardly surprising.
Yeah, it's difficult to put the change into words, isn't it?
No.
I suppose we all change. Bit at a time. Sticks out of mind when you've been away, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what does he think he's doing, buying the market for NYS?
Yeah, come on, this is meant to be a break.
It's very spontaneous of you.
One farm the size of Emmerdale threatens to take its animals somewhere else for sale. That's not going to carry much clout, is it?
Well, no, it's not, but we'll have to see who else is with us.
Well, that might be all right for a while, but how long would we keep it up? I mean, we've got to transport them further for a start. We'll soon get fed up with that. Well, most would. And NY Estates will just stick it out until we caved in.
Yeah, I agree, but it's a threat that we might, Matt, isn't it?
Well, what about Henry? I mean, him and Golding have known each other for years, you know.
Well, I suppose I could have a word with Henry.
Yeah, and the sooner the better.
Yeah, okay.
I must say I'm very flattered, Vicar.
But you never know, do you? It'll be too late to do anything about it once NY Estates is bought it. I mean, don't ask me how, if Golding has no intention of selling. I take his word like you do. But I still think it could happen. I don't think it's right that it should.
You're right, Jack, it shouldn't. Nobody's disagreeing with that. Now, what I think we should
I'll
do...
tell you why it shouldn't. First, NY owned quite enough in Beckendale. Second, they'd be able to give favouritism to the buying and selling of stock from their own farms.
So what can we do about it?
There's only one thing we can do. We can make it known that if NY Estates takes over Houghton Market, farmers around here will buy and sell their stock somewhere else. Well, it's not the only market in the Dale.
Well, what I think
We've
about...
already had a few customers saying exactly that, Jack.
Well, what I think should happen is for me to write an article for Courier about it.
Yeah, right, Amos. We should do whatever we can, however little.
But what we do when we're there has got no...
I am, some things. Well, you know him better than anyone I know of.
Yes, for some years, that's true. But, I mean, what do I say? You see, if Arthur does sell up, it won't bother him if you all take your business away now, will it?
No, that's true.
I mean,
But if you let him know how we feel, he might be glad of our backing.
yes, but it's his life. I mean, he won't sell up, you know. He wouldn't know what to do with himself.
Well, can't he just tell him how we feel? It can't do any harm.
Oh, yes. I'll give him a ring. I haven't seen him since he came out of hospital. We were going to have dinner together one day anyway. I'll take him up on his offer.
Cheers, Henry.
I'll ring him now.
Oh. Chilly in here this morning. Cook the atmosphere with a pickaxe.
What do you expect?
Well, what have I done?
Come on. What are you having? And then I'll tell you what we're going to do. Well, there's the five of us. Joe, Matt and Dolly, the vicar, Henry and Amos, and Seth. That's 12.
Right, there's young Sam and all. That's 13.
Oh, if you're going to count Sam, you've got to count the most important person at the christening.
Who's that?
Robert!
Yeah, all right, that's settled. Out, the eat's all in hand, Ma.
Now, what do you think? The champagne.
Getting it tonight. Anything else?
Something not on your list, I bet.
What's that?
No crossing swords with Joe. Not on any subject.
Yes, Jack. Keep off Goldings, whatever he says.
I'll love him like a brother.
And so you should.
I'm only joking, Ma. I do. Except when he gets me back up.
That's just what Annie means.
He knows what I mean.
Oh, come on, Jackie. Back to the land. Yes.
Is that to get out of helping with the washing up?
Jack doesn't need an excuse. He just wouldn't do it.
I think you'd take Robert over if I'd let him. I didn't hear him cry, did you?
I don't think he did. He just wanted to go and see him.
Well, he seems to have gone off again as soon as I got up there.
No one else heard him cry.
Sandy!
What's the matter?
She thinks you're fussing over him.
Well, he's something worth fussing about, isn't he? So what's happening at the market then?
Nothing, as far as I know. And me and Karen would be the last to know, wouldn't we? You're not worried, are you, Lou? Me and Robert fancy working for NY Estate.
Oh, why? Wouldn't Joe be your new boss?
Doubt it. He'd have his hands full as regional manager of their farms.
Well, you wouldn't think so, number of times he comes around the market. If Mr. Golding does decide to sell and NY takes over, we could both be fired, couldn't we?
Oh, I see. You mean it wouldn't be for Joe to say?
What is all this? We're doing our best to stop it from happening. Henry's going to talk to Golding. Let's find out and see what he says first before we all start getting morbid. Or do you know something that we don't?
Henry came in today. He said Mr. Golding wasn't going to sell. Things can change, can't they? And he's nothing like the man he was before his heart attack. Nothing like Sir Krusty. Letting Karen run the place, he only comes in half afternoon to check the figures.
Is that Robert?
No!
All right.
Won't be too late, Mum.